Okay, this is topic 2 now, and this is all about sort of rewatching things and nostalgia. Does anyone have any sort of traditions? You know, they go back every year, watch this, or not even like a tradition they've made themselves, but they just generally somehow end up every year going back to film, TV show, just anything like that.
I think the only thing I ever rewatch every year is Muppets Christmas Carol over Christmas time.
I'm the same.
I think that's the thing, is over Christmas period is when the
Jack
most time
Frost
you
is
rewatch
mine.
something.
Yeah.
That's an
Jack
interesting
Frost
one.
is my
Yes.
that's my Christmas kryptonite. I gotta watch it.
Yeah. But it's typically Christmas time when people rewatch, you
Yeah.
know,
Yeah,
the traditions.
I mean, yeah, special events, or like Halloween sometimes.
I'm gonna drift away from the Christmas.
Yeah.
Even though, like, obviously Home Alone would be in there.
Yeah.
That's fine.
I'm gonna go with Halloween. Every year for the past 3 years, I think it is, I've watched the Scream trilogy without fail.
Scream or the Scary Movie?
Scream trilogy.
Scream trilogy, right.
Wes Craven.
Yeah, that's nice. For me, particular Christmas time, it's always Muppets Christmas Carol the night before or the day of, and then Home Alone leading up to
it is.
Christmas.
Christmas Eve is Muppets Christmas Carol.
Christmas Eve, Muppets Christmas Carol, and then the lead up to Christmas is I gotta watch all the Home Alones, and for some reason Star Wars.
Is that maybe
Christmas
before
movie now.
or just over Christmas?
No, Christmas time. For some
Christmas.
reason,
I
it's
know
Christmas.
my
So
friends do
Star
May.
Wars like
I have done May
It's
before
Christmas to
a
me.
couple times with my friends. We may not have necessarily gone through all of the Star Wars, but it's always like
Close
rewatching
enough.
Star Wars or something. I didn't do it this year, but we did it last year and the year before. And my friend is that my friends love Star Wars, and they love them that much that they actually have someone made high quality versions of the original trilogy, the Untouched.
right.
So he actually has copies of that.
Nice.
So we watched that. So it's like basically what they do is someone took like they took the Blu-rays,
Yep.
but they take as much as that's original as possible, and then they take I think footage from it might be a Laserdisc or VHS or something, and use that and fill that in with all the original bits have been taken
Nice.
around.
So it's unedited
It's like a
from the original.
fan made thing, and it's like
That's cool.
I think you can. I don't know if you can get them for free. I think you might be able to download them for free or something or some way. But you also put them on like DVDs and Blu-rays for people to think. So
Yeah.
that's what we did last year. Is watch like the first
That's
3
sweet.
and thing, which is great because some of the changes in the original trilogy. So.
Yeah, some questionable with Star Wars in particular because for the past few years it's coming out December time, so I'm just like I gotta rewatch all the films just in time
That's
for
a good point.
when the next film comes.
They are right around December, aren't they? Yeah.
Christmas movie.
Yeah, and it says in the trailers this Christmas, and it's
Yeah.
like
And
oh my god.
I don't tend to rewatch much else or have it. It's like rewatching else every year. I try to do it with any Scared Stupid over Halloween because that movie is just always hilarious. But
Yeah.
I don't know. Generally, rewatching things. I'm someone who likes to wait a fair amount of time before rewatching something.
Yeah.
Like if I watch something in a cinema or if I watch a film, I will probably not touch it on my own. Well, maybe by myself. But usually I'll rewatch something if I'm showing someone it.
Yeah.
Like I've always got something I want to show my sister, so I'll rewatch something with her, or my sister and her boyfriend Tom, or with Sarah. With Sarah, like there's a lot I've still got to watch with her, so I'll
Yeah.
when she's over here, one of the many things we do is I'll just show her this or this, rewatch this, and it's the same with TV shows. I very rare I'll rewatch TV shows. Maybe I'll rewatch like a comedy, episode of a comedy show or something like that. I'll
rewatch an episode like if it's on. I wouldn't after like a series or something. I wouldn't be able to like rewatch the whole series.
Yeah, I'm very rare doing that.
Like,
the only ones I've done now, the only one I did it with, which again was showing my sister, was I did it with Buffy the Vampire Slayer.
Right.
Because I love that. It's one of my favourite shows, and she hadn't seen it all the way through, so I thought, let's just go through it all. It took us like a year and a half, mine, because there's only so many times, only so many days you can watch it, and I did it with Hannibal, and now I'm doing it with Twin Peaks as well. And then there's a couple anime shows I rewatched with Sarah, so it's like
nice.
it varies a lot,
yeah,
really, but I don't tend to rewatch things much.
I've only rewatched some stuff, maybe not the full series, but like at least the last couple of episodes in anticipation of the next series. Like I did it with Attack on Titan.
Yeah, I'm the same.
And
Sword
like, a
Art
couple
for
of
me.
others.
I love
I
rewatching
still
it.
haven't finished.
I'm so into it.
I still haven't finished Gun Gale. So I'm a bit weird.
You're forgiven.
Yeah, no, I'm almost there. I just haven't finished it because like someone almost spoiled it for me, and I'm a bit like, not happy about it.
Don't like those spoilers.
No.
Yeah, we've probably spoiled a few things already on the whatever podcast we've been doing.
But
yeah,
it varies just basically a lot. So
you watch anything apart from Halloween when you said Scream? No,
No, at the moment, no.
no. I sort of rewatch. Obviously, Family Guy. Family Guy is always doing reruns, so I rewatch those to death, and I still laugh each and every time. That there's this really sick humour, and I'm just like,
it's like
I
the
can't believe they did that.
Simpsons when it's
Simpsons?
on TV. Whenever it's on TV, I'll watch it either passively or knowingly. And
It's like watch whatever episode countless times, literally countless times, but because it's The Simpsons, it's just like, oh, this is so cool.
Yeah,
It's
it's
your
I
childhood
think
sort of thing. That's where then nostalgia sort of comes into it,
yeah, of
and
course.
it's like, oh, I remember this episode. Monorail.
Every
Monorail.
so often, maybe like every couple of years or so often,
Monorail.
I'll start going through old kids shows again. So I'll be like, I think one year I was like, oh, I want to watch Gargoyles. Or
wow.
I did that.
Yes.
I did that about four months ago. It
Nice.
came up somewhere as a recommended video on YouTube, and I was like, I haven't seen this shit in
so
years.
good, and it's so there's adult
phenomenal.
themes in that as well. Like someone gets shot in one of the
Oh
episodes.
yeah,
and
this
it's
is
really
proper like
dark.
nitty gritty. Like this could be a Netflix original.
And this,
Just saying.
But the thing is,
Netflix,
this
if
is
you
a
are
Disney-
listening, which I hope you are, I'm just saying, if you
Gargoyles.
want another pitch, Gargoyles. You smell Fox Kids. I know it was way before your time.
Yeah,
But
that's a
seriously.
long
but it
time
was a
ago.
Disney show. Disney. It was produced by Disney.
It was.
Which is mad when you think of the content in it, because Disney would never do anything like that with the
No.
kids' cartoon show, and that was one of the beauties of 90s cartoons. I know last year I rewatched the 90s X-Men cartoon series all the way through.
Yeah, that's cool.
And yes,
It's got something.
You've got something.
on the same wavelength as you, like you just said, X-Men. I recently started. I watched the first episode of the 1994 Spider-Man that was on Fox Kids.
Spider-Man. Yeah,
Nice.
love the 90s
Oh, the
Spider-Man.
amazing,
Fantastic.
Spider-Man that was on Fox. Is it?
Fox
Just the
Kids.
90s,
Yeah.
the
Oh,
90s
that-
one.
That's so
So
good.
good.
Yeah, it's
And-
amazing. Our childhood, we had the best cartoons. So I don't
Honest-
want none of your Peppa Pig,
Power
none of your Paw
Rangers.
Patrol. This is why,
Yeah, Power
like,
Rangers.
this is why I'm looking forward to, and it's one of my favorite thing about Netflix
Yeah,
because they're all on there,
yeah,
and I'm having a little boy. I get to rewatch them.
yeah. You rewatch them again.
Yeah, I'll put up
It's
with
like,
the odd.
you
series
will like
that-
this.
Yeah,
That's
yeah,
exactly what my brother does. He does it with
when
well,
it's my turn to come home from work and do the night feed, I'll just be sat there feeding him. I'll check on some Power
'Cause
Rangers.
my brother-
Learn, educate
my
yourself.
brother did it with Thomas the Tank Engine
man.
and the old series, and Jason is in love with Thomas the Tank and Fireman
Nice.
Sam and bloody
Yeah,
all that thing. So he's
I won't be watching any Peppa Pig or Paw Patrol.
No,
Just
My dad-
listening.
Power Rangers.
it's yeah. And
They got VR
Power Rangers I
Troopers.
rewatched
Well,
bits and pieces and
Literally, as soon as they came on and as soon as I learned about it, it was like my nightly ritual. Episode of Power Rangers before bed, and that lasted a long time because, of course, you got Mighty Morphin,
Did you
ADM,
go right way
Zeo.
through?
I went from
season
Rangers, I done Zeo, Space, Turbo,
Jesus,
Galaxy,
a lot.
Every episode.
Lightspeed Rescue,
Time
and that's what
Force.
I didn't like. Time Force was when I think it was mid
that
Time
your
Force. I
off-beat?
kind of stopped watching it, and then I didn't watch any other Power Rangers after that. So my Power Rangers is
Rangers
Lost Galaxy,
See,
Lightspeed backwards.
Now, when they were first out properly, I was devastated. It was the first, may have been second episode of Galaxy.
Yeah,
And prior to that day I came home from school, I wasn't aware that my mother had recently cancelled the Sky Bill.
oh,
Till midway through that episode, it just went,
that is a deep.
and I was
cut.
like,
No.
I never had Sky growing up, so it was always on ITV for me when it was
Saturday
early
morning.
morning, Saturday mornings.
Saturday morning.
With Beast Wars and
Beast Wars, man, that's a show.
Yeah.
So yeah, you get.
We can't complain about our childhood.
No, this is so good.
So there is all that nostalgia watching when you just
Yeah.
like rewatch like even like kids movies.
Even when you
or-
watch it
Beetleborgs.
back, all like
VR
Beetleborgs
Troopers.
is-
even when you watch it back, you click on to like little Easter eggs that you wouldn't have understood as a kid.
Yeah.
Well-
Like the other day, when I was watching Spider-Man, the first episode, Spider-Man just instantly starts talking about the Defenders and is like,
you get that context now because
now.
you're older. You learn
Yeah,
about the
you understand.
universes, like just in everything. They just have little in jokes, and I was like,
Well-
oh, I get that now. Or they'll have some of them have like kind of dirty jokes, and you're like, that
Yeah,
was
it's like
That's why The
naughty.
Simpsons is so
it's the
successful.
themes you pick up from them as well.
Yeah.
Like, if you watch like I don't rewatch early SpongeBob, and there are some like things that teach kids in them early episodes. Like there are some strong themes in there. And I'm just
Yeah.
like, that's great. And but also you see the other side of things when you realize this may like rewatching Power Rangers is a totally different level as an adult because you realize
Oh yeah.
this acting is just god
Garbage.
Yeah.
and this writing is garbage.
It's so
But it's
bad,
so fun.
But
Like,
it's the best thing in the world. Like seriously, when you watch some of it back and like even like the animatronics on some of the monsters and like you can be like, dude, I can see your face. Or you can clearly tell that obviously like with
there's
Power
no
Rangers
way that
they
they should be
were-
able to defeat them.
having to film scenes and edit it
Yeah.
amongst all the Sentai stuff and what have you.
well, yeah, all
Yeah,
the
but
monster battle stuff was
Even then, when it
Japanese.
came to like the original content that they were producing, and you're looking at it, it's like, oh my god, this is
Yeah.
so trashy.
it's cringeworthy.
But
it
it's
really is.
fun.
But it's like you
It's
know,
so
as a
good.
kid, all you saw was the monsters and the robots,
Yeah.
and you just
Megazord,
just
battle,
like over things.
make my monster grow,
Yeah,
That's
there's
all-
literally
that's all you needed.
there was the same sort of
structure,
format
yeah.
and structure, and that was in like every show. Like now you can see, oh, they use this for every show ever. It was the sort of little intro, you know,
It was
nice,
more
friendly.
mon-
Hey, we're in school,
It's
blah blah
classic
blah.
monster of the week.
Monster comes in. Ooh, blah blah blah. There's a monster. Go investigate. Okay, morphin time. Have a little fight. Make my monster grow. Oh, we need to grow now. Megazord. Then they have a big bash together, and then it's like, oh, we won. Yeah, let's go back to the school and have a
And that's
drink.
been the
because
formula.
no one remembers this.
I feel like that formula, like that's probably the one thing that, like, when I look back on it, it's just like essentially the Power Rangers, the entire series, every episode's a filler episode, but
Yeah.
they just managed to like weave some narrative amongst them.
Yeah.
It's the classic monster of the week formula, which has
Yeah.
existed since the birth of Ultraman in the 60s. Like, you know, it's every single like series like it does it. It's like new monster, but that's the fun part of it, is seeing the new monsters
Yeah.
and just seeing in certain cases, like with things like Ultraman, you see like the story. They have like a story around why the monster's there, where does it come from, what's it doing,
Yeah.
and you get that kind of. And it's just interesting seeing that, and then you have the fun of the battles. You know, I just love seeing giant things fight each other. Like that's a passion of mine. I'll just
Yeah.
watch anything.
At one, I will, for the love of God, at one point go to a kaiju bid battle show. I
Yeah.
need to check them out because they just like.
Sounds
I just want
awesome.
to make cardboard
But-
boxes.
It-
But I feel like we're going to go off on a tangent
Yeah.
because I feel like we could easily just do
We
an
could have just
entire
filled this with
session
nostalgia
about
and
Power
Power
Rangers.
Rangers.
Oh, yeah.
Let alone the nostalgia. But before we do quickly, things
You
like
never know. We could
we-
always do a special episode.
we can all agree.
Yep.
We can all agree though the crossover episodes.
Oh, cross out.
are
Like
the
I
best.
never truly watched. Like a lot of the crossover stuff came when I didn't watch it, so I've had to go back on YouTube and watch like the big battles, the Red Ranger, Team
no,
Red forever. Is it? Or
I'm thinking of like when Kamen
like
Rider was in
the-
it, when they did the crossover with the turtles.
oh right,
Stuff like
I
that,
get
yeah,
you.
some of
But no,
those.
I know what ones you
Yeah,
mean. Like
I'm
those
on-
crossover episodes, they're pretty cool.
Yeah, but the thing about the whole Monster Weekly thing, it was that talk of the playground where it's like, have you seen this episode? The Rangers they're fighting this week, or
Did you
do
see
you
the
know
thing
what
with a
monster
traffic
is
light in his
now?
head?
Oh, some of the monsters were just
That's
Even
my,
the seasonal ones.
wow.
The seasonal ones is just
that's
like,
my favourite thing,
Yeah.
is just seeing them, how they how they're made, or just seeing the designs. 'Cause they just chuck
I
anything.
think down
at
the
it.
line there probably needs to be just an episode just on Power Rangers.
Yeah, special episodes. I'm happy to do those. Because I could talk about Power Rangers forever. Anything else to add quickly to the whole nostalgia rewatching train?
No.
I can't really think of anything that I do at least like once a year. I've been trying to think of it, and I'm just like, is this something I'd watch? Was this somewhere I'd go? Was it just an activity they do? And no, it's thrown me. I can't really think other than just getting blind drunk on New Year's Eve.
Yeah, that's fair enough. That's very typical. Okay, so that's just finishing up topic 2 now.